Hello again and welcome to New Age Mother. This is a channel for mothers. We get to learn from each other about what we need as new moms, our essentials, the journey we've been through. Please share your views, share your opinions. The opinions I have are my own. I'll jump right into it. And this is a vest. Yeah, you will need many of these. I bought, I think, 10 of them. Went to put them to hospital. I bought from Biashara Street, by the way, nothing fancy. You get all these things from Biashara Street. I got that from Sunus. It is something your baby definitely needs to wear before they put on any other thing. Immediately you hand it over your baby, you will have to have them wear a vest. So it is something you need. Another thing you will need, dear mothers, is a long sleeved onesie. I didn't even know what a onesie is until I delivered. Even after my baby showered, I was like, what the hell is this? Why do we have long and why do we have short-sleeved onesies? This is a long-sleeved onesie. Immediately the baby wears a vest, they wear this, a long-sleeved onesie, depending again on the weather. We also have a short-sleeved onesie. Again, depending on the weather, you can opt to put on a vest on them, then they can go straight to the long sleeved onesie or a short sleeved onesie depending on the weather. This I bought from Toy, by the way. You can actually just go to Toy, shop, soak those clothes in Starsoft and everything, rinse them out, and you're good to go. Just know what you need and you'll be fine. Yeah, and that's what I did, really. And we are here. What else will you need after they've worn a vest and a onesie, either a long sleeved or a short sleeved? Of course, you will need a romper. This, as you can see, I got from Biashara Street. I just bought it. Came as a pair of, hat and all of that stuff. So this is a romper. It's a light one. It's has, it's open at the bottom. We have some that are closed and I'll just go to it shortly, but yes, you will need one of these. You can either go to Toy, by the way. If you feel you can, go to Cutters and Next and whatnot and buy that, feel free to do that. You can also go to Biashara Street. You will get very good things. I personally just don't like the fabric. After you wash it, it sort of expands and everything, so I prefer to even shop at Toy. You will definitely need a long sleeved romper that is closed at the bottom. The only disadvantage with this is that they are so cute, and then when your baby outgrows them, there's nothing you can do. I do not like to cut the bottom of this. There are people who I know cut, the bottom, but sometimes you want to also hand over these things, really. So, but this is just one of the long sleeved rompers that I have. It was a hand-me-down. A very good quality though. I believe you can find this anywhere from Toy to Biashara Street to, a baby shop was closed, but yes, I know even at Woolies we have the baby section, so it depends really on your budget. Again, this is your child. I know you want to go all out, but remember, they will outgrow all these things. So you also want to factor that in. It's something I didn't factor. So after 2 weeks, your child has outgrown everything. You're like, oh no. So when you're buying newborn things, by the way, be minimalistic in your purchase, because in 3 weeks time they've ballooned and they've outgrown all these cute little things you've bought. So try to buy as little as you can, but cute, nice ones, and as they grow you can now, keep buying. We also have this type of romper, very simple, very nice. I know it's like sort of big because I gave out my very newborn tiny clothes, but this, imagine, I got from Toy. So as I said, just try and see, check your budget, then see what suits you. You can get really cool stuff anywhere in this Nairobi for as long as you're willing to check. And this is an open romper, really cute. I love the color, I love the stripes, I love, everything, and it's open at the bottom. So yeah, here you go. We also have okay, it's still a romper. I don't know why I have so many, but yes, you also need this. it was a gift. So yeah, as you can see, you just need different types, different varieties. Again, is your son, is your child a boy or a girl? You need to factor that in. You also need a warm romper, like really, really warm, as you can see. When your baby is born, they do not have the kind of they cannot take in as much as we can, from heat to the cold to everything. How they respond to the outside environment, given that they are newborn, is different to how we respond. So they need to be a layer warmer than we are, or even 2 layers warmer. And that's why even when they are born and it's hot, they still need to stay warm. And this is a must-have. There's no debate about it. You need to have a couple of these, so that when it's like really, really cold, you can have them. You can dress them up in warm attire. And of course, a warm baby romper is very, very necessary. This I got from Biashara Street, so I just bought 3 of them. And yeah, you will also need a cardigan. Not always will your baby be in a romper. Sometimes you just want them to be in loose clothing but still stay warm. So this is a cardigan. Again, as I said, if you find time, just go to toy shop. You will find really nice things at like really cheap stuff. This was a hand-me-down, but if you need more details as to where I bought this, I can ask my friend who gave this to me. But you need quite a number of cardigans to also substitute the warm rompers. And sometimes the rompers can be extra warm. You want your baby to not be too cold and not be too warm, and so you would need a sweater. You also need a hoodie, quite a number of them. And hoodies, quite frankly, you don't have to go to the moon to find them. You can find them anywhere. Again, depending on your budget, you can decide to go all out. You can decide to thrift shop and still find things that you need. But you really need a hoodie. Not all the time your baby will be in rompers. You want them to have pants on, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever. So you need this as well. It's a must-have, really. You will also need some loose baby pants, as you can see. So just go around. Again, 2 places I go, I really don't have toy, Biashara Street. You will find really nice things. If you're not into new stuff that look very generic, try visit toy and you'll find very nice things. See how cute this is? Yep. We have very nice t-shirts. You can, buy your little one t-shirts, like quite a number of them. Long-sleeved t-shirts, short-sleeved t-shirts. What t-shirts can do, you can have them, you can put a onesie on and they can have a t-shirt on top. If it's too hot, then they don't need a cardigan, they don't need a romper. So you just have a long-sleeved onesie and a short-sleeved t-shirt over the onesie and nice loose pants, and you're fine, and socks, and you're really, really good. If they need to put on a cardigan, you just put a cardigan over it and you're fine. Again, you have to then go to the very, details of it. If your baby is a boy or it's a girl, you will need either, nice pants or, again, nice little tiny dresses. And by the way, I got this from Toy and I think it's really, really cute. She still wears it to date. All the dresses I have, because my daughter, I couldn't find nice dresses at Biashara Street, so one of my friends, thanks to Ellie, advised me to go to Toy and I'll find really cool stuff, which I did. So if you have a son, again, you can find really nice things, from pants to nice cute little shirts to bow ties if you want to, spruce them up at Toy or, again, Biashara Street, or so many online shops that have come, by the way. You will also need a tiny little bib. Remember, this is a newborn. So they will tend to, spill saliva a lot. So you will definitely need some nice tiny little bibs. Not the ones for feeding just yet, but you can buy that for the future. But trust you me, you won't need it initially. So you'll just need these small little ones. I didn't use them as often, but I did when, it was required. So yes, you would need such. You'll find this at online shops. There are very many online shops, from Tiny Twinkles to Urban Couture to Baby Bliss shop. And yeah, you shouldn't have a reason to not, shop. You will need a BAP cloth. This is a BAP cloth. What does a BAP cloth do? So you know, when you're holding your baby from 0 to like 4 months, they definitely need to BAP. They need to BAP after they feed. You just place this here and hold them and wait for them to BAP. And sometimes if they've overfed or for whatever reason they spill milk, then this protects you. I'll be honest with you guys, I did not use this at any given time. Sometimes you're so busy, sometimes you're so swamped, you are so overwhelmed to even think of this. So most of the time the baby will just spill on my clothes and I'm like, you know what, it's fine, I'm on maternity leave, so fine, I'll handle it. Okay, I don't know why I put this here, but don't you think it's cute? Yeah, so you will need to indulge as we do for ourselves. Try and indulge a bit. You will not hesitate from buying things you do not need. So yes, this was a hand-me-down, but it's one of the cute little things I have. Yep. This is a sort of a swaddle blanket. It's really big and she uses it to date. Is it necessary? It depends. I tried it on my daughter. There are times, you know, like right now she's rolling over and stuff like that. So I want her to be in a blanket as opposed, so that she can stay warm even much as she's rolling over without me having to cover her up all the time. So you will, quite frankly, I don't think it's necessary. It was a hand-me-down. I loved it. I love the prints. And it's functional, by the way, just when you do not want to cover your daughter when she's sleeping. I really got confused with what is a receiving blanket. I was like, no, what is this? This is a receiving blanket. You can, if you really want nice, amazing, cool receiving blankets, I bought, okay, I didn't buy, but one of my colleagues bought them and handed them over to me. She bought them from Woolies and they really have, it's cotton. They have really nice ones and you'd be surprised, they're not as expensive as you'd expect them to be. They are really not. And again, for your child, you want to invest in some things like such, like the vests, like a receiving blanket, because it's the first piece of cloth she interacts with after she's dressed up. You would then cover her in this and then cover her up in a warm blanket, and then, you know, you also need a warm blanket. See? This I bought from Biashara Street. I bought quite a couple of them because by the time I was giving birth, it was a sort of cold-ish. So I needed quite a number of them. So yeah, again, you can find this anywhere. You also need a baby towel. This I bought from Biashara Street. You can find really nice ones at Woolies. I'd already bought quite a number, so yeah, I had to make do, but I am not regretting. I love it. It helps, and this is how it looks like. It's not your typical towel. So this is the head. Once they come out of water, you know, place them like this and cover them, and this is where the head sort of goes, and they stay warm and they are good. If your baby is not fussy while taking a shower, you're set. You also need a hat. It can get very cold. Newborns do not care for hats. You know, when they start using their hands, that's when they become very, very fussy and try to pull off the hat. But for as long as they're 0 to 3 months, in my experience, they needed it. They had to wear it. It was too cold. I couldn't cover them with receiving blankets and warm blankets all the time. So once in a while, especially when I'm going to the clinic or when I'm traveling or I'm seeing my parents or my friends, I had to, you know, carry a hat with me. Last but not least, you will need a nursing pillow. Really, it helped me, first of all, because I had a C-section and it was crazy, bending and everything, and try to, you know. So this sort of helps. You just place it here and the baby, you know, leans on it, and you're comfortably breastfeeding. You're not feeling exhausted. You're not feeling tired. And yeah. Lastly, you will need a pair of socks, by the way. Quite a number of them. they need to stay warm for as long as they are young. My baby is currently 7 months, and she still wears this. The times I bought shoes, but she doesn't wear them. You will need pair of socks, quite a number of them. You can get these anywhere. Go to any baby online shop in Kenya and you will find them. You have no excuse. If there's something I didn't cover, probably I forgot, but for me these were the most essentials, things I couldn't do without at all. In my next episode I will go to things like I bought and didn't need. And so this sums up my episode for today. If you have any views, comments, opinions, anything, subscribe. Let's talk, let's converse. Tell me what you want to hear, and we'll be here to talk. So let's keep talking. Have fun being a mother. Cheers.